branding of services. You might have heard about brand. Here in this particular PPT, we will be discussing about what is branding, definition of branding, branding in services, advantages, the characteristics of a good brand name, problems while you brand a service, solutions while branding services, then so many associated terms which comes under branding. So branding, here you can see, we will start it now. The meaning, first you can see what is the meaning of a brand. A brand is a name, a term, a symbol, design, or a combination of all these, which is intended to identify the goods and services of one seller or a group of sellers and to differentiate them from those of the competitors. What is a brand then? It could be anything. It could be a name, it could be a symbol, it could be a term, it could be a tagline, or any design, or it could also be a combination of all these things which will help to differentiate one product from that of the competitors. It is a major issue in service marketing. It is a strategic requirement to promote beliefs and values in the target markets. So many times we can understand, you might have heard about this term, customer loyalty. Customer loyalty means how the customer is getting committed to a particular product, and that particular customer become a repeated buyer or a repeated customer. So it is very much important to cultivate a long-term relationship in the market in order to develop customer loyalty. Otherwise इसके opposite भी रहते हैं, that is customer switching. Customer switching means they are switching to some other product, or they are changing, they are going away from our product to some other product. This switching behavior will create uncertainty in the market. So how can be this overcome? How this problem of switching can be overcome, or how we can develop customer loyalty? For that, we need to build our brand. We need to establish our brand. We need to demonstrate our brand in front of the customers. We need to promote our brand. So first you have to remember the meaning of the term brand. It is a name, a term, or a symbol, or a design, or a combination of all these, which is intended to identify. We are using these things for identifying the product and differentiating it from that of the competitors. Branding actually begins by giving an identity to the services. Again, when we compare the product and service, branding of service is again difficult because of the service characteristics like intangibility, variability, perishability, etc. makes this quite difficult. But at the same time, this particular thing, that is branding of service, is very important in all the products or services because it helps in creating a uniqueness in the market. So branding still is in its infant stage. Infant means starting stage when it comes to services, because service marketing is becoming more and more competitive, more and more complicated, and many times it is difficult to retain customers in order to make them customer loyal. When it comes to service sector, products to an extent, it is easier because as the service does not offer any kind of tangible benefits, brand development becomes difficult. Brand itself is now tangibilizing the service sector. Many times what happens, the customers give more importance to the service provider than the services which are offered. Like for example, banks will be having their own corporate image, identity, they use slogans, they use logos, etc. to brand themselves. Same way, we can understand that the service organization's brand name is reinforced or it is fixed by various factors like courteous employees, their professional looking uniforms, their appearance, their public relations, their advertising, etc. So the main thing is what you have to understand here it is that it is difficult to brand services when we compare it that of a product. But it is a strategic requirement. It is a long-term requirement to promote the services in the market. So service companies promote brand names along with corporate branding. Corporate branding means the company name also they will be taking along with that many times. Few top brand names in India are in different areas it is okay, different fields. You can see over here banking sector there is State Bank of India. Then Punjab National Bank is there, Central Bank, so many banks are there. Then there is BSNL, yeah, MTNL, Reliance India Mobile, LIC when it comes to insurance, Kendriya Vidyalaya when it comes to school education, quality school education, like that. These are few examples which have been taken over here. Now, why do we need to brand services? Advantages of branding services. As I told you, it's difficult to brand services and we are still in the infancy stage. Infancy stage means we are just taking baby steps to enter into branding the services. Of course, things are changing because the services have gained a lot of momentum nowadays, a lot of importance nowadays. Now, why this branding of service or what are these advantages of branding of services? You can see over here, it provides corporate identity and recognition, helps in identifying this particular company or this particular service provider. For example, when we are talking about bank, a particular bank's image is coming into our mind. When we are talking about life insurance, something is coming into your mind because it is helping to build corporate identity. It also creates an image of quality and consistency. It encourages repeat usage by promotion. Repeat usage means being a loyal customer. Market penetration becomes easy. Market penetration means entering into the market which has not been explored earlier. That becomes easier when you're having an excellent brand name. It also supports positioning strategy. Positioning means the image which a particular service or a product is having in the minds of the customer. It helps to develop value perceptions. Value perceptions means from the viewpoint of the customer, how much value the customer is giving to certain services, certain products like that. So branding services helps to have a unique identity in the market. Like when we talk about hospitals, there are several top hospitals like AIMS in the country. Then there is Fortis group of hospitals. That has already created a brand name. It is not under products category, it is all coming under service category. When we talk about education, we have IITs, we have IIMs, they have already their brand has been established. We have BITS Pilani, so many such names are there. It is all because of the effort they are putting in order to deliver the services properly, in order to make the customers satisfied. Then, characteristics of a good brand name. Developing a brand name is very difficult. It should be something which stays in the minds of the customer. A good brand name should have these following characteristics. It should be distinctive. Distinctive means it should be something which is different from that of the competitors. A unique and distinctive symbol or a name, whatever it is not only easy to remember, but it is something different from that of the competitors. Then, suggestive. A chosen name or symbol or brand name, whatever it is, it should be suggestive of either quantity or quality or anything. Like promise. Promise is an assurance. Promise to deliver. Trust that particular service brand name should pinpoint or should highlight some kind of suggestive thing, suggestive characteristic which they are having, like quality education, like something like that. It should be appropriate. Many of these services or products are surrounded by or it is having some image in the minds of the customers. For example, we can say stay free, sanitary napkins, yeah, carefree, anything like that. Whisper. This all has some kind of uh, appropriateness in its products features. Adaptable. It should be easily adaptable to even new products or new services. Like for example, a particular company is now introducing some product, or they are already existing in the market, okay, and they are now extending. They are introducing some other new products, and every time they cannot keep on changing the name. So the name should be such a way that it is applicable. It can be adaptable by the new products or the new services also, which they are going to introduce in the future. Like for example, LG company, they had the brand name, good brand name for TVs and all. But some when what happened is that when it was extended to other products, the appeal got lost. Then it should be something which is easy to remember. It should be easy to read, easy to spell, easy to pronounce. It should be registerable. Brand name should be registerable, otherwise it could be counterfeited or it could be copied by any other person. So it should be registerable under the laws of copyright and patent or trademark. It should be registerable so that nobody else is trying to imitate or copy your particular brand name. So these are the characteristics of a good brand name. Here you can see some examples of different brand names. Some of them are simply names. Some of them are designs having, you can see some of them are symbols. Some of them also explains how a particular alphabet is written. This explains the uniqueness. When we see a particular image, we are now easily able to identify what it is related to, or which product or which service that is related to. So this attraction or this positioning of the brand name in the minds of the customers is very important, and it takes years for getting connected to these different brand names. Then points to be noted while branding services. How can we do this? When we are entering into the field, we should know that our product should be distinctive in the market, our product should have good sales, etc. We know these things. But how do we get it done? First, make a proper promise. What you are intending to give to the customer, that should be marketed properly. You should promise only those things which you can fulfill. That is making a proper promise. It should be practical, it should be relatable, and it should be doable also. From the point of view of the company side, it should be doable. Doable means you should not offer something which is not possible to provide only to the customers. Then, create visual stimuli to connect to your company or organization. Visual stimuli means something which is visible to the customers. Then only the customers will know about your company. By seeing it frequently, they will understand, they can relate that particular symbol to your firm. Be consistent with your results. Always try to maintain the same quality. Don't degrade the quality of your services or products. Establish a trust relationship with all your customers, especially when it comes to service marketing. We need to have, of course, in product also, but service marketing, since it is having more of a human touch in that, we need to maintain a trust relationship with all the customers so that they don't switch the brand. Learn what they need and offer that to them every chance you get. That is more and more of understanding consumers. Understand the consumers well, learn about their requirements, try to offer to them what exactly they require. Keep the business moving. Continue improving your methods and try to get as close to uniqueness as possible. Keep the business moving means maintain consistency, keep it going. Don't sit idle. Don't think that promotion is done. Each and every second you're actually promoting your product only when you're engaging in business. So we need to continue improving the quality of the service or product, whatever we are offering, and try to be unique as much as possible. Uniqueness means which we only have, which our competitors don't have. So when it comes to branding of services, as I told you, it becomes very difficult because we don't have any products to show to them, to show to the customers. We can only share our experiences, we can only share the customers' testimonials, and gradually only we can attract the customers through the branding. But it is inevitable when you have to survive in a competitive world, because that gives the your service something unique. Otherwise people will not even know about your service कि ऐसा कुछ service है या नहीं market में. So through the brand name only we can actually enter into the market. That is why it's mentioned there earlier slide, penetration into the market, getting an entry into the market and thereby improving the service. That is why when we think about any product, for example, any product you take first, any product when we think about, some names come into our mind. Yeah, some symbols, some images come into our mind. That is because that is positioned in our mind in such a way that we never forget it. Like for example, when you talk about dairy products like butter, cheese, butter and all, when we think always Amul comes to our mind. When we talk about noodles, Maggie comes to our mind, like that. So that has already taken a unique position in the customer's mind. Same way, when we talk about services, when we like for example a particular doctor, you when you are feeling ill, your family might be taking to a particular doctor. Why? There is trust. Or when you want to go for maybe some parlor, you go to a particular parlor because you know them, you know about their quality. They have made them made their business in such a way that you have become a loyal customer. Same when it comes to restaurant or any service sector. But one point is that it is difficult for branding in service sector because of the inherent features of services. So here you can see this earlier image. When we see this word Google, that time itself it's clear, it comes to our mind what it stands for. When we any of the images which you see, just see over here the picture of this apple, we know what it is. When you see the Pepsi, we know what it is. BBC, we know. CNN, we know. Facebook, we know. Starbucks coffee, all these things we know what it is connected to. It could be products or it could be services, but it has created a unique identity in the minds of the customers. And this is possible through branding only. When we see a particular image, we know what it is standing for. So each and every product or service also should have that uniqueness in the market. Now, what are the benefits of a good brand name? We have to see this from the viewpoint of the sellers and from the viewpoint of the buyers also. For sellers, we can see first, it acts as a competitive tool. It has that capacity to face the competition. It facilitates promotion effort. It makes the promotion more and more easier. It fosters means it increases customers' loyalty. Help to fix premium prices. Premium price means large, the amount will be high. When the company is sure that we are going to give quality products or quality services, there is no problem in fixing a high price there. So it will help to fix premium prices. It can communicate directly with the customer. A brand can communicate directly with the customer. Because that is what I told. Just now we saw the images. We don't need much explanation over there. This is the product. This is the service. We know about them. So these are the benefits of a brand name, good brand name for the sellers. What about buyers or customers? For buyers, it makes us easily identify the product or helps identify the products faster. When so many products are laid out, when we know the brand name which we actually want, it is easy for us to select that product. It helps to determine quality. It saves customers time because we need not spend time searching for a particular product because we already know what we want. We just search by that particular brand. It helps to reduce perceived risk, associated risk, which many products might be. Of course, when we buy the products, associated risk will be there. But when we are familiar with a particular brand name, when we know that this product or this service will offer quality, then that part of risk is avoided over there. Brands are dependable. Dependable means we know that this brand will not let us down. This particular brand name will not let us down. We can be dependable on that product or service when it comes to our benefit. That is why some examples I'll tell you, like when it comes to salt, common example, routine thing which we all use in our household, salt. When it comes to salt, many times Tata salt comes into our mind. So when we go to the shop to buy salt, we won't think much about other brand. We will be asking for Tata salt. This helps to identify the product faster. Quality is confirmed. It saves the customer's time, reduce the risk. We are depending on that. It is we are dependable on the brands. Just one small example I told you. Similarly, we as an individual, we all will be having different likes and preferences. You all will be having your own brand preference. And when we go to purchase something or when we go to use any service, we normally ask whether that particular brand is available or not because we have trust in that particular brand. This shows the uniqueness of that particular brand in the market. So these are the benefits of a good brand name.